Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to do something different. Rather than give a price prediction within the cryptocurrency space and or stocks, we're going to talk about this article or this post from Reddit. And you guys can see the title right there, How Trump Might Topple the Dollar for the First Time in Many Decades, and how the greenback looks vulnerable right now. And I guess how it's being perceived across the world as being that placeholder that people put trust into, and what we could possibly do to try to get ahead of this if it in fact is going to go down. So welcome everyone to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe if you like the content that is being produced here, if you appreciate the opinions, the thoughts that I'm seeing from the everyday economic news that goes on across the world. So let's look at this first comment real quick from this post. Okay, so it's right here. It's just a friendly reminder. Whoever numerous cicada is, they're talking about Project 2025, how it calls for the end of the dollar as a global currency, elimination of the Fed, and a shift to a decentralized banking system. Now, I do know that Trump has campaigned on cryptocurrency, which is being seen as a decentralized banking system, plus a return to the gold standard. How can you have both monetary systems? Either you're going to have a decentralized system to which there's no one entity controlling the flow of monetary value, or you have the gold standard, which is in fact that go-between to ensure that other fiat currencies aren't going berserk or going crazy. Which way do you want to take, the monetary system? Do you want to take it the cryptocurrency route, or do you want to take it the dollar way? Because currently we are on the dollar road to where people just simply print paper, and it's off of the faith or the belief that this paper has some type of value to it, which is why Project 25 or the Trump administration is trying to lean back to go into the gold standard, to where you just cannot simply just print as much money as you want when it's not backed by anything. Somebody also responded to this comment with, what would be the end result of Project 25 and destroying the US dollar? Is there any assumed benefit besides LOL? Jesus. What is the benefit? Think about it. Why would you want to crash or collapse the seemingly only thing that is keeping your power, the dollar? That is how America is being perceived, as it is being utilized in transactions and economies all across the world. It is that go-between. It is that rail that allows people to transact and do business. Why would you want to collapse that? Maybe you see the end of the road approaching, and it's time to instill a new monetary system. Now, understand that these people won't give you a heads up. They won't tell you, hey, time to get prepared. You'll wake up one morning and you'll find out that the dollar that you have in your bank account, or the dollar that you have in your wallet or your purse, is worth nothing. So look at the events that play out in the world. That's how you're able to tell if a new system is about to be in play, if something's about to go down. Look at the things that are occurring, not only within your ordinary lives, but also in the world. How are people now perceiving America, the United States dollar? Are they trying to create a new economy like the BRICS, to where they don't have to depend on America for their needs? Because that is going on. What about China? How it is going throughout the other countries of the world and creating trade deals, trade agreements without the need of America. If you are a person who lives off American dollars, now is the time for you to get prepared to try to move away from the dollar. Like this Project 25 or this comment that this person just mentioned, you might want to get in cryptocurrency. Try to figure out which cryptocurrency is going to be around once this system collapses, or if it's going to be backed by a gold standard, then you might want to buy some gold. You might want to place your paper dollars into things that will increase or at best hedge from any substantial losses. Because that will be the benefit, is when you want to create a new system to which you control and have power, then yeah, you will want the old system to become obsolete. become obsolete. You wouldn't want this system to compete against the system that you're trying to create. That would be the benefit. Somebody also asked the question, why would they want to end the dollar? Well, why did they take the dollar off the gold standard in the first place? Because originally, I think it was Richard Nixon who took the dollar off of the gold standard. And here we are today. You see the American economy in trillions of dollars in debt. And it continually goes higher and higher and higher. At what point will the world say, hey, look, I'm tired of holding these dollars. It's not bringing me any value. With Trump in office, it is showing that even the allies that they have, that they don't value that friendship, that apparently they don't care about the friendship that they have across America, across the world. So what do I need to hold this paper for? I need to create another way around this dollar. And that is what the world economies, that is what the world governments are figuring out right now, ever since Trump has been in administration for 100 days or so, for 3 months. Somebody also commented, I never understood the rationale behind returning to the gold standard. Why do they want this? Because it restricts the amount of money that you can print. That's why. The Republican Party is one of which they want to rein in fiscal responsibility. They want to allow people not to go crazy on spending. They want to bring down the deficit. Supposedly, that's what they say. Simply amazing, somebody else commented. The oligarchs are burning down the country from which their power and money derives. Like, what is the point of being a multi-billionaire or having your own little city state when the dollar is toast and used as toilet paper? Plus, the U.S. military has collapsed and can't defend the country, so you're easy prey now. The oligarchs, yes, they may be multi-billionaires, but what are they doing with the money? Think about it. They are utilizing the paper, the dollars, to create power in the economy, in business deals, in the political sector. That money is being used to create laws, to get things that they want to have happen, the vision that they see in the world. That's why they want to burn down. That's why they're trying to move the direction of what ordinary people will want. And ordinary people will be the one that will be harmed in this transition. They will be fine because they have placed their money in position to where when this thing does pop, they'll be cool. The money that they will, or the money that they do hold that will eventually become worthless, they have already positioned some of the money into the new monetary system, into cryptocurrency, into real estate, into precious metals, into doing other deals across the world, because not every currency is going to collapse. Think about it. There will still be other fiat currencies around when the dollar collapses. So these people who have access to unlimited amounts of paper, they're going to transition to that new dollar or that new currency that's going to withstand that downturn in the US dollar. So maybe that's something that we all need to do. Let's take a look at the other fiat currencies in the world and let's pay attention to say, okay, which one is gaining value? Which one is not losing value? Because apparently that is where people are seeing value. Don't ever forget that whenever a downturn, whether it's a recession, a depression, or anything of minor substance, people will always seek value. So for us, our research has to be conducted in a way that we can just simply pay attention to what these billionaires are doing. You know, the ones who have access to unlimited amounts of money, they also are moving. Now, it's not being reported in mainstream media. It's not being reported on social media, but understand that they're moving. So if you see some article out of your feed, or as you're scrolling on social media and you see something that pops at you, and you see something like, hey, Bill Gates has purchased 100 1,000 acres in such and such county or such and such state. Okay, so he's moving. He's preparing for what is about to happen in the future. Those are the things that you need to be aware of, because it's not going to be a glaring sign. You're not going to get any alerts, any signals telling you all to get prepared for this. It's not going to happen. So that's just my quick opinion about this post from Reddit. Things that, I thought I wanted to let you all know. And as I conclude with this video, if you appreciate it, make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm done. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain your profit. And as always, trade different.